Good day, everybody. For those that may follow me or may not know, I ended up picking up this Pearl 1970s vintage drum set for $100. Okay, and I just kind of came home with it, threw it in the basement, and that was about a week ago, or maybe 2 weeks ago at the most. But everything here is Pearl, and for the most part, I love the way it sounds. It sounds way better than my Ludwig set as I picked it up. There are a few things that were messed up, like the tom mounts were put in upside down and some things like that. But this came with a actual Ludwig 1960s style hi-hat stand, which I really am used to and I really love. And I'm gonna today, we're gonna, what I call, from a video I saw, I'm gonna Drumeo tune this set. Now this set is a fiberglass lined, wooden fiberglass lined set. So it has a nice warm sound to it. But there are some problems, like the wrap on it is coming apart, like lifting off of the wood at some places, on mostly all the drums. So I will end up having a project in the spring or whenever I can get to it. I will strip the wrap off of all the drums, and I'll pick a wrap that I like and rewrap it, and at some point I'll make a video of that. Now, one of the things I really like about the set is the sound of the snare. So I'm not going to touch the snare. It sounds fantastic. Nice and crisp. That I really like. That's not going to change. But the other heads, I'm going to undo them all, redo them all according to what Drumeo suggests. And right now they kind of sound like this. And that's the way it is. Now before I get started, let me just grab my drum key, which I should have done. I'll be right back. I'm back. This is the drum key that I actually prefer, and I'll put a link to it in the description, but it's like a crank type, so it's much easier to deal with than like this. And that way you can get your tone a little bit better. So once again, these sound like this. All right, but let's tune them now. In another video I bought this drum key that fits in a drill, and I'll point a link in that description for you. It's made by Gibraltar, but I'm going to actually use it this time to loosen all the lugs. Now those are all loose. Okay, the same thing over here. I'll do all of them first. Some people may agree or disagree with me, but this might actually be faster than taking the heads off, especially if you're going to take them all off. All right, loose, and we'll get this one too. Now I'm not going to do the bass drum because, quite honestly, I love the way the bass drum sounds. But for this, I would never tighten a drum head with this. I would only loosen them because it's much more productive. Especially if you're going to change the heads out, you can just boom, done, and all over with. You get it done real quick. So, so what I'm going to start with is you just finger tighten all the lugs, just so it's touching the head. Finger tighten. All right, finger tighten. Then you press down on the head. Give it a good press, all right? And then see if you can finger tighten it anymore. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Okay, finger tighten. Finger tighten and press. Finger tighten again. I'm going to press and finger tighten. I did this method on my Ludwig set and it sounded pretty good. We'll see how it reacts to the Pearl set. Finger tighten. These are all finger tightened, right? Now what they say to do is you make one revolution in a crisscross pattern, and that's why I like this, because it tells me when that one revolution has taken place. So I'm going to start here. One turn. One turn. One turn. One turn. This is like 2 turns because it wasn't even, it was really, really loose. 1 turn. And let's see it. That sounds beautiful. Right. Now let's take it from there and just leave it at the 1 turn for now, okay? And then we're going to do the 1 turn on the large tom. That really loosened it there. I'm not even starting it because these got out of finger tight real quick by hitting it, right? All right, so here we go. 1 turn. 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 Wow, that little tom sounds much better. I love the sound of the small tom. The high tom sounds too high. Wow, that's amazing. But anyway, I'm going to go on to the 4 tom, and we'll do the same thing here, okay? 1. That's really loose. 1. 1. 1. Again, that just jumped out of finger tight. 1. That 2. And 1. Let's see what we got here now. That's really low, so that's way too low in my opinion. So I'm going to do like a half turn on each one of these, right? Half turn. Half. 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 4 tom sounds a little high to me, so I'm just going to knock it back maybe a 1/4 of a turn. 1/4 of a turn, yep. Now these don't have bottom heads on them. That's the way I got them, so they're missing the lugs and the bottom heads. But at some point, if I want to put bottom heads on these, I will. Let's see. Sounds pretty good now. Now I'm going to go around the drum and see if it's equal at all the lugs. It sounds like it's good enough for government work. So let's see. This one needs to come up a little bit. All right, so we're going to take up the small tom a half a turn. That's tight. I kind of did more of a 1/4 turn on these. Oh, beautiful. what they said you want. You want like a doom, 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 doom. Maybe that floor can come up just to here. I'm gonna do like an 1/8 of a turn on each one of these. Not even an 1/8 of a turn, kind of just a smidge of a turn. Now let's check them out. Beautiful. All right, so let's just go around the set real quick, and that will be it, okay? And that's it. That's the Drumeo tune on my $100 Pearl drum set. Thanks for watching. I'll put a link to the key and the drill key, and hope you continue to like and subscribe. Thank you.